Hello and welcome to another multiplayer battle on Call of Warhammer Beginning of the End Times. Today I have a battle between myself as Lizards and J-Bob as Skaven. So we've got a good old fashioned grudge match between Lizards and Skaven coming up for today. Let's go through. I went for a very dinosaur heavy army because, you know, Lizards are just so cool and they need to have dinosaurs in their army to be like effective. They've definitely been improved the most of all the factions. They've got the biggest improvements. They've got a spear line now. The sort of spears I have 3 or 4 units of them, 4 units of them. I brought some skink archers because they're cheap and there are quite a lot of them. There's 112 in a unit, and that's on normal scaling, I believe. I also got some of these sweet looking temple guard. They look like Aztec dinosaurs. They look absolutely incredible, nice models. I've got 2 units of the crocodiles, which are basically giant crocodile lizards. And then I've got the carnosaur as a general. Yeah, that's a sweet looking model. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot of that right now. Yep. And we've got the engine of the gods, which is also an incredible model, and it's got like a little skink priest on the top there, and it fires. It's got a really good range. It's firing a shot there. I just didn't catch that in time. We've got some stegodons, which basically Stegosaurus if you're familiar with dinosaurs, but Stegodon. And we have some of the best cavalry in the game now, in my opinion, is the Saurus Scarverans, who are 3 hit point cav. I believe the only other cavalry in the game to have 3 hit points is the Demon Cavalry. Maybe some more stuff like Saber Tusk and stuff like that have higher HP, but for the most part, most cavalry are 2 hit points or less, unless they're demons or something. So let's go through J-Bob's army. He's pretty running a standard run-of-the-mill Skaven army with only 1 unit of Giselles, surprisingly. But he's got the rat swarm to shoot. Sorry, 2 units of Giselles and then some rat swarms to block the charges. Loads of clan rats, plague sensor bearers, which are unbreakable. A very nice frontline unit for Skaven. Some warfire throwers in the rear, plague monks, albino guard, rat ogres. Screaming Bell, no army would be complete without Screaming Bell. His buffs are I don't know if I want to say a little strong, but I've never seen Skaven rout under the presence of a Screaming Bell. I know that's what it's supposed to do, but I think the morale is borders on unbreakable. I've never seen a Skaven unit rout near a Screaming Bell in all my battles. But that's a topic for another day. But I think it's pretty balanced for its cost. But Skaven unbreakable. It's they've got the numbers and it's very hard to break them down. I've got a unit of albino guard and some clan rat spears or storm vermin. Sorry, storm vermin. So albino guard and storm vermin on his flanks and 1 ready intercept on the left. So he's got his flanks covered quite well. He's got his plague monks in the centre protected so they can't get cavalry charged. They've got quite a few hit points. But let's go on with the battle. Surprisingly, no artillery. I was expecting a warp lightning cannon. They could maybe a snipe engine of the gods, but I guess he didn't go for it. Let's use a nice shot coming in from the engine of the gods. I target the Scream Bell. Oh, sorry, first shot was targeting the closest unit, which was the rat swarm. He's moving a little to the right to angle better against my forces. They're kind of deployed at a sort of slight angle. Let's see. He's pushing up the Screaming Bell, which is what he should be doing, because that fear penalty and the morale penalty is a very good potent combination. It's very effective to buff Skaven. It's exactly what they need, because their morale is a little weak without it. So no Skaven army should really run without Screaming Bell in the latest build. That was probably the either the Archer Fire or another Engine of the God shots. I was targeting the Engine of the Gods with the I was targeting the Screaming Bell with the Engine of the Gods, but it didn't seem to do a lot to the damage to the actual car itself. Maybe because it's a flame weapon. I don't know. I think only okay. The Crocs guards have engaged the rat ogres. We've got some nice swings coming in here. They're duking out. Got big mauls, and the rat ogres are just using claws. They've decided they've had enough of that. They were don't want to get mauled by a massive club. I love the actual spear club of the. It's very ornate and shiny and stuff like that. It's very cool. The Scar veterans go into the rat swarm just to defend them down. I don't want them to get shot. We used to be shot by Giselle fire, but luckily the Scar veterans can tank the Giselle fire. All the while the engine of the gods is exchanging fire. The warp lightning cannon is firing as well. Let's try to burn my Saurus spears, which I've engaged. I've tried to go for a mass dinosaur sort of thing on the left, but he's surrounded by Carnosaur General with his albino guard, so he's not going to last too well. He's kind of walking around. He's not really attacking from the animations I can see. He doesn't seem to be attacking. I couldn't really pull him out of there. The cavalry are pulling through now. Try to get into these Giselles on the right wing. All the way I'm targeting that Screaming Bell. There goes my dinosaur, my lord. He's fallen. Very reckless general. But then again, I'm always quite reckless and aggressive with generals, so that was the end of him, I guess. The sensor bearers have engaged the second wave of Skaven. That was a nice shot there on the Screaming Bell Storm Vermin unit, or the Albino Guard, whichever guards it, I can't remember. My rain starts to route here from the Warp Fire engaged, then they fire over their lines and have routed a lot of Saurus there. Saurus, I know the Warp Fire does morale damage, but I thought Saurus would just tank it because they're frenzied, but I guess you can't have everything. There's nothing really to buff Lizard's morale. I think maybe the Slan should buff Lizard's morale, because if you read the lore, the Slan has insights to the future, so he can tell when the battle's going to go well, but he doesn't tell his men that. So he knows exactly the outcome of most battles before they even happen. So they'd be confident in seeing him there. If he's not running, he's not panicking, then they know things are going to make go well. But maybe this will make Slan too powerful. But for me, although devastating, one shot of the Slan is not enough to justify its 10,000 cost unless it's a siege. It's every like one shot a minute. I've also got some cavalry engaged here on the wing. The Scar veterans are just tanking like a boss. The Scar veterans are just insane. I love those little golden sort of hammer axe things. But I have to pull them out now because they're getting plague months charging in, so we don't want that. We want to get rid of the range of these wall fire throwers, which are doing quite well and have quite a considerable range buff, if I remember from previous patches. He's sort of routed winning on this right wing here. He's strengthening his Ralgors to go club the engine of the gods, maybe stop it from firing. The dinosaurs here are really doing a number on these Skaven. They're just killing rats. I will mention that I wasn't outnumbered 2-1 in this battle in terms of numbers, so I brought a lot of heavy dinosaurs. So I'm just having to kill Skaven, and Skaven just don't seem to rout with that Screaming Bell right in the middle there. Like, units are down to, clan rats are down to 50 and 30 and still fighting on. My men are down to 40 and just about 40 apiece. The skink archers all the while firing some nice shots, try to weaken these albino guards, get some of those hit points down. They're dropping. It's very handy to snipe Skaven with archers. Skaven seem to have a little vulnerability to arrows. If you bring enough units with arrows, it seems to work well against them. Not saying you win every battle, but you'll do considerable damage on their numbers. It's just a question of whether they rout or not, because a lot of people push this Screaming Bell out and basically have an invincible, unroutable force. It's quite balanced, but maybe, I don't know, maybe a cost increase for something that makes units unbreakable. I know undead are unbreakable, but it makes them near enough unbreakable. So I'm thinking maybe 10k at least for a Screaming Bell, because it'll basically guarantee all your men fighting to the death. I don't know how much it is now, but that's just my 2 cents on the matter. But yeah, it's a very powerful unit, but it's a bargain for whatever you pay for it now, like 2,500 or whatever it is. Definitely worth investing in. It's immobile right enough and easily countered with artillery, but when you're playing lizards you don't really have a lot of artillery, you just have the engine of the gods. The Stegodons engage these warp Giselles, and the engine of the gods is firing a shot into the Ralgors that are retreated inside to help at the main lines. The Croxagore have actually routed from the Warpwalk Giselle fire and they're completely surrounded. So I think that's the Screaming Bell's morale penalty, which is sort of coming into play there, because Croxagores shouldn't really rout. but that's another matter. I think Croxagore should be unbreakable, or all monster creatures should be unbreakable. But maybe I'm just being too biased to the army of lizards. But I always see them do well. They're actually a lot more legit now. They are a viable faction. I'm not saying they're top tier, but they are viable and can win a lot of engagements now. Look at that shot. That's burning a lot of bloody Albino Guard. So yeah, I didn't want to spam the Engine of the Gods because I'm not a spammer. I like to build nice, varied, interesting builds and not spam Engine of the Gods or Bone Giants or anything of that caliber, because I like to see nice engagements and lots of tactical maneuvers. Croxagores are trying to kill this Albino Guard. The Skaven have just minced the lines of the lizards. It's been a bloody affair, but they've won in the end, that line engagement at least. I'm firing shots into the Plague Monks, which don't really have a lot of defense versus arrow fire, so they're dropping. I wouldn't say Storis need to be sturdier, but maybe a wee bit better morale, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because Skaven are unbreakable at the moment. If Skaven didn't have that Screaming Bell, they'd be running long before this engagement, because they're fighting to the absolute death because they're frenzied rats because of the Screaming Bell. They will do very well. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, commenting and analysing the fact that Skaven morale is insanely high, nigh unbreakable, and the latest sort of builds. The Engine of the Gods is just going for a little circle strafe, just trying to get more shots off on these advancing Skaven, but at this I'm just trying to prolong the inevitable. It was quite a close affair. The battle percentage kills is 66 and 68, so I mean, it was a very nice battle. I enjoyed it very much. I'd like to thank J-Bob for participating. Also, I'm having bother finding games in my time zone. The way it works is a lot of Americans, or in the North American time zone, play this, and by the time my time zone is Greenwich Main, so I can't really get a game till like 3 AM. So if any of you guys are interested in games, just heads up, either add us on Steam or messages on the YouTube channel, and I'll try and get back to you. Because I'm always looking for people playing this game, and I'm lacking content right now, I'll be honest. So I'm trying to play more people. I know of 1 or 2 people that are interested in games, but I don't know if they'd be ideal for replays. Let's just leave it at that. Because I like nice varied builds, and all people are taking metas and stuff like that, and it's not a lot of fun to watch if someone spams a single unit. I like to see nice tactical engagements with lots of variety and showcase just the mod in general, because it's an absolutely incredible mod. I love it to bits. I really enjoy it. At this point he's just trying to snipe the Engine of the Gods. The Engine of the Gods is trying to charge, but is backing it up, and then try to turn around ready for a charge. There we go, there's a nice little shot. Kills quite a lot of Albino Guard, which are now down to 12 men. Any other army, 12 men would probably rout, but you know, this is called Warhammer. You've got a lot of nice new mechanics, which are, it's come a long way. I've been playing it for a few years now, like since the original sort of builds, and it's definitely getting better every patch. It feels like an official release game to me, and in many ways I prefer it over Warhammer Total War. Definitely a brilliant mod. It's just the models, the detail, the magics, even just the likes of the animations for that warfare is incredible, and some of the models just, oh, sweetest looking models. Let's try to get one last glory charge for the Slan, and oh dear, it's got taken down. And at this point the Engine of the God has been defeated. There is no longer a celestial unit on the field. So let's just see the kills. I deployed 1,000, he deployed close to 2,000. I got 1,500 kills, he had about 500 men remaining. The Engine of the Gods did absolutely incredible with 200 kills. Saurus Scarverans 150. Stegodon got 150. Saurus Archer, the ones that didn't really, in fact everyone did well. Except for maybe a few of the Saurus, which got absolutely pasted by Warfire Throwers. So it was a good replay. I'd like to thank J-Bob for participating in the battle. It was very fun. It was a good game. I'd also like to thank viewers for watching. If you have any comments about lore or finding the game, just feel free to comment in the link below or the comment section. I'd like to thank you for watching again, and have a great day.